Okay, I'm gonna make a
some
quick
of you
video on
at home who are
circular
running
patterning.
SOLIDWORks do not have the toolbox.
I'm using SOLIDWORks 2015.
and I just got a phone
You may
with
be
the
using later
technical
versions, which
support,
may have
and we
a
think we have
slightly
a
different
solution.
user interface, but the
I have no
workflow
way
will
to
be
test it
basically the
here
same.
because everything worked for me.
Okay, so
But
I have this hole
here's
here
our
on
best
this
shot at
plate,
it.
and I want to pattern
So
this
if you notice, if you go
hole,
to your add-ins,
basically around the center
notice
point
that
of
I've
this
got quite a
plate.
few of them.
So
And
this,
most likely you do
this
not.
plate
You just
has
have maybe
a
one or two add-ins. And notice I have
dimension.
toolbox add-in.
Excuse me, this hole has a
which I'm
dimension
going
I
to
created, so
enable.
just to verify that. Actually, we should.
What's
put that on
happened
there from
is
here.
the Windows
Let's say that's
installed a
1 inch from
security
the center.
update
This
that
hole.
when SOLIDWORks
And we want
does
to pattern
its
this
install
hole around
Windows
this
prevented
center axis.
these add-ins from being installed.
So in order to pattern
and
a circular pattern,
what
we
we're
need
going
to
to have
do to
some
fix
sort of
that
center
is
axis
temporarily
feature,
disable that update.
If my entire
We're going to run
shape
a
was circular,
we
could
could actually
actually
use
repair
the
of the
edge,
SOLIDWORks
but because I
installation.
don't have
And then
a
we're going to
circular
re-enable that
object,
update, so you have that
I've got to create an
security
axis back in place.
So let's go ahead and create an axis. So there's no problem. SOLIDWORks is not going to damage or hurt
We're
your
going to
system.
use that
It's
reference
just going to allow
geometry.
these add-ins to be able to be installed. We're going to go to Axis.
So the first thing you're going to need to do,
And we're going to create a
on the D2L, two planes.
on
axis,
D2L. You're going to need
axis.
to
I'm going to
pull
pick
that up,
the front plane
and under
select the
content,
right plane. And notice
where I
it's
have those
dropping that
videos,
axis,
I've
that yellow
added
axis in there for us.
so I now have
Hopefully
axis
you
1.
found the video for this, but there's the toolbox fix file. So click on that. So let's make a
And
circular
go ahead and
pattern. I'm going
download
to go up
that-
to
that
linear pattern. I'm going to
that
drill
zip
down
file. So
to
download.
circular pattern.
And I'm going to go ahead and open it up.
And now we want to collect the feature to pattern. We want to go up
And
here
there's
and
two
collect
files in
the
here. You're going to want to extract
axis
both those files.
of which to
So I'm gonna
pattern
hit
about.
extract.
And then we have controls for
I'm going to put it
how many features we want, evenly spaced. If
I'm
we
gonna go ahead and hit
select equal
extract. I'm
spacing,
going to put it
we could control. Maybe we only
somewhere
want to do a
different.
half pattern at 180 degrees.
maybe my temp,
so we can
temp
control this.
directory under.
We could reduce the amount of spacing of holes.
toolbox.
We could do.
Oops,
We could leave
tool
off equal spacing
box.
and
Hit OK.
basically I would lose the function.
And let's go
functionality of
to
what
where
I'm
those
looking for.
files
So I'm going to
are.
go
So
360
those files are under
back to equal spacing. and now I
C
can see this
colon
circular pattern come back in.
backslash under temp.
I still have this option of
And then
instances
under,
to skip,
what I
so
got,
I could
toolbox.
select an instance that I don't
Oops,
want.
it looks like I only got one file,
so I need to
oops.
make sure I highlight both those files. What it does is
So
I've
let's
got to
confirm
click
that.
these
So
little
download,
dots here, and it will ignore those. So if I go
Open.
back to my, I'm going to highlight both those,
the
I'm gonna
pattern
hit
that I
extract,
want,
and
I'm
I
going
just
to put it in
highlight
C
the
colon temp toolbox.
click on
yes
the
to all
center
because
point.
I'm
It'll
overwriting everything.
more
So
or less
everything's
ignore
extracted
those.
now.
If I want to bring them
So I
back,
should have
I
two
can
files out
uncheck
there on
them,
disk.
select them again.
One says run
And I
after
can have all
repair
my
enable,
instances.
and so
So
one
it's
says
just
run before
instances to
repair
skip
enable.
is just a way for me to control
So,
what I do and what I don't.
What you'll
want.
do now is double
Again,
click.
here's my seed.
or
So this is the original
double click on this
feature that I'm patterning
to run the
and
disable.
pattern that
You
about.
want to double click and run disable.
this
So
axis.
double click on that.
The
You
center
can also
axis.
click on it and right click and say
And if I am good with everything, I can select OK,
hopefully you
and
can
there I
say
have my
run.
pattern. Kind of a circular
no,
pattern.
just double click on it. So double
Okay,
click
so
on
that's
that
your basic
disable.
circular pattern in SOLIDWORKS.
At this point, you're going to go to Start, Control Panel, and we're going to go to your programs, and we're going to modify or repair SOLIDWORKS. So find SOLIDWORKS in your program files, and we're going to click on Change. So go to Find SOLIDWORKS in your program files and hit Change. And hopefully, so you're going to hit Repair this installation, and then you're going to hit Next. Follow all of the prompts to repair the installation. If you have the opportunity to install Toolbox, make sure you select Toolbox. It should be by default, but if it's not, make sure Toolbox is selected. Once that installation takes place and is all complete, and it goes through Finish, I'm actually not going to repair my installation because it's working okay. You're going to hit Complete and go back to that registry file, and you're going to run after repair. So just go ahead and double click on that, run after repair, enable, and that's going to enable that security update. So basically we disable the update by running before repair. We then go and do the modify and change the installation in SOLIDWORKS, and then we run this enabling the security update. So that's the workaround. I have no way to test it because everything's working fine on my system here. But I want some of you to test it and see if it solves the problem. The tech support thought this was the problem. So, and they've reported on issues of Windows 7, 8, and 10. So give that a try, and hopefully it'll work out for you.